Hey guys, I've had some questions about the new ride command of the 2019 compared to the 2018. They made some changes, so I thought I'd just do a quick video here, show you guys some of the highlights and what I think of the system so far. One thing they took away was the GoPro button. There's no more GoPro button on the controls anymore through the screen, which is pretty, I mean, you can put the app on your phone and run it through your phone anyway. It's pretty simple. So I have my GoPro mounted on my dash when I'm riding up there in the front, so I just turn it on and off with my phone. So one thing you can tell they changed is there's no more side-by-side gauge there. It's just one big center gauge, RPM speed. You can change it, digital RPM, digital speed, or you can go over here and they have engine temp right there, and you can actually push on the engine temp button and it'll change it to charging amps in your battery. And the other right side's fuel. That can't change that. So, one thing that the ride command came with was a rear camera, but it didn't come with the front camera. They only come on the rock crawler edition, I guess. So I bought the front camera actually and put it on, and it looks pretty cool. You can see the tires there. See the tires in each corner there, which is nice for slow moving stuff and that kind of stuff. It will turn off after like 12 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour, somewhere in there. It'll automatically turn off and go back to the gauges and turn off the cameras. So you've got the temp over up there in the corner, time, my cell phone reception, how good it is. And then you can go up here and you can hit settings and it'll auto adjust from day to night when it's dark or when it's light. It'll darken the screen, lighten the screen like a GPS in a car. It'll show you any notifications if you have any problems with codes going off or any of that stuff. And then settings, you hit settings here and it'll show your machine. Even though mine's not a Turbo S, they all show Turbo S. My cousin just picked up a blue ride command and it still shows a Turbo S as a machine. It has the right gear and VIN number and all that, but it just shows a Turbo S as the machine, I guess. So total miles there, engine hours, next service hours, general speed, you can change kilometers, temperature you can change to Celsius, time you can change the time zones and manually and stuff, and balance your speakers. And then if you go into the vehicle, it'll do diagnostics and then GPS status, and it'll show you how many actual satellites that you're hooking up to through GPS, which is killer. So going back here, going to the navigation part, we ride a lot on National Forest Service roads, and there's logging roads, and surprisingly there's been a map of everything. You know, they're not labeled, of course, because some of the logging roads and stuff don't have numbers or anything, but they're actually on the map themselves. So I found that kind of neat, considering we have a lot of stuff up here and it gets a little windy up there in the trees. So everything's actually been on there so far, and it's been really awesome. I mean, you go up, you set a waypoint, or you know, you just ride the trail the whole way, and then you want to turn around and come back, you just jump right back on the line and follow right back down. It's pretty neat. I did have some problems when I first got it. The connectors on the back of the actual ride command unit itself here looked like they were plugged in when I first pulled it out, so I was wondering if it was something else with Polaris. Turns out that they were actually snapped all the way in. They just looked like they were plugged in, but they actually had to get shoved in a little more harder until they snapped, and then everything worked perfectly. So stereo, got a little antenna up there, so up there on the dash actually gets really good reception. I mostly play my phone though, so got big buttons here for volume up, volume down, really easy to use with your gloves. Everything on the screen's been working really awesome with gloves. I haven't had any problems touching the screen with my gloves and it not working or anything, so that's nice. So there's a quick video of the 2019 ride command.